Hello, DR family. We are here showing you our new arrival and dismissal plans here at Divine Redeemer, and this starts this Monday. So you need to follow our directions from the DOT. This as our entrance. Here is the West Church lot, and then we're going to go through, and the far side is going to be our exit. That is the school east lot. So if you notice in the morning, you're going to be coming in this side, which is not where we usually were. There will be an attendant dressed just like Mr. Muhlendijk who will be directing you to come in 2 lanes to pull up to drop off your children. So you're going to come up and follow their direction where you're doing 2 lanes. I will be up here sending the first car is going to go to, then car number 2 is going to go, so we're going to zipper here, then car number 1 is going to go, then car number 2, 1, 2, then car number 1. Please make sure that you pull all the way up past the cafeteria entrance so we can get all the cars in. Once you pull up, have your child exit the car, they can enter in the school lobby entrance, cafeteria entrance, or if we get backed up, even our 4K entrance. After you're done, you're going to pull out and you are going to exit our East School exit. 1's going, waiting for 2's going. Then 1 is going, and I will be here to direct. As we alternate and make sure we're not backing up on 83. And we'll just keep that going. So look for directions from both. So whoever is your attendant in the front and myself showing you where to go. Please note that this area is only for express drop-off. We are not parking in this area anymore. If you want to park, you're going to be parking in the area on this side of the ECDC. Look at the pictures that we have given you to make sure you know where that is. So if you want to drop your kids off in their classroom, you are going to be entering through the ECDC new entrance, taking a right away to come to this side of the ECDC, and there's 2 banks of areas where you can park and walk your kids in. That is our in the morning arrival. This is the early childhood entrance and exit, and you can pull in here if you want to, stop, park, and walk your kids into class. So you can see them pulling in, turning right away, and then they are heading over to the parking lot we'll show in a minute. If you have only early childhood students, you're going to pull straight and park in the parking lot, going over in that area, and then when you exit, you're going to exit this early childhood exit. If you are parked in these lanes right here, or if you go park over on the other side of the Early Childhood Center, you are going to exit heading towards Highway 16 and around to go out on our school exit. So all these areas on this side, this area right here, and on the other side, just facing this way, are places that you can park and then walk your students in. Come on, I'll show you the walkway. Once you park, we ask that you please use this sidewalk. At the end of this sidewalk, there is a marked crosswalk that I would love for you to walk on so that you are not in any of the traffic, and we're going to keep all our kids safe. So there's a marked area that they're following that you go walk. It's actually being painted right now, which is fabulous. But notice all the parking areas where you can park. On the very far side, the buses are going to be lined up on the far basketball hoop lane, and then on the other side. That's where our buses will be, so obviously you cannot park there. But these 3 lanes you can park, And then notice here is the crosswalk that he's painting. And you're going to walk, and it takes you right to the school sidewalk. Excuse all of our construction, but we're getting this ready for you for Monday. And just a reminder, this is following DOT mandates for us to do entrance and exit differently for a flow of traffic on Highway 83. So thank you so much for following all of our guidelines. We'll continue to keep working on making sure traffic flows and everybody gets where they need to go. You have the option of walking to the cafeteria entrance, or you can go all the way to the school entrance if you want to, as you're walking to drop off your kids. So, thank you so much. Let's go, DR family. We're going to have a great rest of our fall. We're just showing the exit just to remind you that there's going to be 2 lanes here. Since this is an exit only, you don't enter here. If you are making a left-hand turn, you're going to get in the left-hand lane. The great thing is, if you're turning right, you are not going to have to wait for people that are turning left. Isn't that great? So if you're going right, you're going to go in the right-hand lane. So make sure you get in the proper lane for when you are exiting so that you can turn the direction you want to go. And this traffic is going to flow, and it's going to be amazing. Thank you. Hello, Divine Redeemer family. Now we're going to show you what we're doing at the end of the day. This is our express pickup. So this is not for families that are going to park and walk in. This is express only. If you notice, we are going to do it a little differently because you're going to do a whole row. So the whole row of first 8 cars are going to go in this very first lane. The whole row is just going to go straight. You will have a parking attendant that will show you that. Once those 8 rows are covered, those 8 cars, then we're going to fill in the next row of cars. So they're coming into lane 2. This is where we'll be until we allow, and the time is for you to pick up your kids. So you're going to be in here until 3:25 when we send you forward. So this is the second row. It'll fill up with 8 cars. And we'll continue that on with the 3rd row and a 4th row. When we get to the 5th row, you're going to go in the next bank of the parking lot, just like we did before on the school side. So you'll have row 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the middle area. Then, when it's time for us to go, I'll take the very first row who were here first, so row 1, and they're all going to move forward to go pick up their kids. Follow your way to the cones. Make sure you are going to your first cone. This car would be on the 2nd cone. This one's going to the 3rd cone. This one's going to the 4th cone. And if I had more staff, we would have 8 people there. But then they are pulling up to the cone. Their children are getting into the car, jumping in really fast so we can be express, because this is express pickup. And then they are getting in and they are exiting. When you turn on your exit, there will be 2 different lanes, one that turns right and one that turns left. So get in the exit that you need. All right, here comes row 2. So you're waiting for a 2nd row. Meanwhile, row 1 might be filling up again. So listen to the attendant to show you where it is that you're supposed to go. But then they're getting out of the car. And then we're going to bring the next row in once that row is done. So you get the idea of where you need to go. And then the kids are going to be listening for their code number, and they're going to come to your car. Get in quickly. If for some reason your child is not paying attention and they are not there, you are going to pull up about where the cement truck is fixing our sidewalk right now. Isn't that good timing? You're going to pull up there, and then your child will come find your car up there, just like we did in the flip before. Here comes our last row, so you get the idea. Special thank you to our teachers on our professional development day here, that they helped us to do this video so it makes sense to what you need to do. You're going to note that we're going to do 2 car spaces back, and there'll be a cone there, so that because we have a little bit of a hiccup here of what you have to pull around to get out. So we're not pulling all the way up to the front, but there'll be a cone showing you where to stop, so you'll know where to go. So this is after school express pickup. Again, you're only using this entrance for express pickup. If you are parking and want to walk in and get your children, you're going to pull in the new ECDC entrance exit and turn right and come and park in the far parking lot, and then walk in across a crosswalk that we are getting painted right now, so you will see it. You're going to walk across a crosswalk to bring your kids in or pick up your kids. Thanks, guys. Excited to try this new. Please be patient as we work through all the different hiccups.